Okay, how we doing out there? First things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. I am the creator of a luminous 4K screen paint using ambient light projection, technology gain times 2, 3, and 5. I do a lot of demonstration on different projectors. Actually, I have an ultra short throw projector by Epson coming in. I just got one of them. That's going to be coming in very soon. So this right here is my Epson ultra short throw. That's a 460, my NEC projector. I think it's a BT 400. This is 2600 lumens, 3000 lumens. This is ultra short throw, sorry, a long throw. This is long throw. This is my BenQ projector right here. That's 3000 lumens. This is my Epson, the big boy projector. This one right here is 4200 lumens. This is the 3700 lumens NEC. And then on the floor we have my ViewSonic projector. This projector is 4000 lumens. It is 1900 by 1920 by 1200. It has a contrast ratio of 12,000 to 1. I'll put the model number. As a matter of fact, I'll put the link at the bottom to Projector Central. You can check out the specifications on this projector. It's my ViewSonic. This projector came out in 2018. This is a 1080p projector that has a 12,000 to 1 contrast. Now, keep in mind, as I've been stating, talking about cheap screen paint mixes, one of the things you have to worry about is the fact that will the screen be able to show up in a fully lit environment? Is it going to really give you a true picture? It's really not. Keep in mind, 4K projectors are going to be to produce a higher resolution and much more defined detail. So bottom line is, when you see somebody using a 4K projector, it's not the screen that's doing it, it's actually the 4K projector that's doing all the work. If that was the case, they could take a 720p and they would get the same results. Also too, another big red flag is when you watch those demonstrations, usually they have to be done in a ambient light controlled environment, which means this environment, it will never look like this. Look at my environment. You will never see it sitting in an environment like this because the screen will automatically wash out and fade. Now, we don't support these particular two shades of color here and here due to the fact that this particular form of shade, bare silver screen or whatever they mix it with, has very poor contrast. For anyone to tell you that contrast is not important, contrast is everything. Now, someone's going to say, well, guess what? You know what? You got a black screen. Of course, it's going to be to produce higher contrast, but your white levels are going to be low. Well, that was with the old technology. Actually, the Eclipse Cinema has very good white levels compared to some of the older ones we had in the past. This is a Superior. A Superior's white level is actually very, very high. So high they can actually match, come very close to matching these two light color screens. Now, this right here is, like I said, a majority of these cheap mixes out here are basically what they are. They're basically either white and black paint, or they're bare silver screen mixed with black or something. So this right here is bare silver screen mixed with more black, a little bit more black. This one actually is bare silver screen mixed with a little less black to get this tone. So it's just either less or more to get the tones. The bottom line is you're going to be able to get the bright images. When it comes to contrast, the screen is going to fail miserably, and I mean miserably. And contrast is everything. Now, in this demonstration, now, what you're going to see also too in this demonstration, that this is superior technology. Now, so yeah, it's coded on the table. This is superior technology. People would argue and say, well, guess what? A black screen is never going to be to produce high enough white levels where it's going to be acceptable. I'm going to show you in this demonstration that when that projector hits this screen right here, it's going to produce a high enough white level where it's going to come very close to matching these two screens with no problem. And that shows you that the Superior has the ability to produce both high white levels and black levels at the same time, and you will not lose contrast, which is very important when it comes to basically your movie theater or gaming or whatever you're going to be doing. Contrast is very important. Alright, so I'm going to remove this. We're going to show the star field. I like showing the star field because, like I said, if you're, bottom line, if you're going to be sitting here trying to get true black contrast from your projector, you're not going to get it. My projector is 12,000 to 1 contrast, and this is what I'm picking up on these two screens right here. Now, keep in mind, in a lot of the demonstrations I see with these screen paints of this particular caliber, I will see very dark environments. The reason why the environment has to be dark, because it has to make up for what the screen is going to be lacking less when it comes with the lights on. And it just proves to you, in order for you to get a somewhat decent picture, you're going to have to be sitting in a dark or some kind of form of dim ambient light environment. You'll never be able to treat it like a TV. It'll never happen. Now, if I were to stick this outside and do the same demonstration on the starter field, which I plan to do, these screens right here, gone. I mean, they're basically having a problem struggling in this environment. Imagine outside. Now, of course, people accuse us of using extreme ambient light. Well, it's nothing extreme about this because this is the light that came with the basement. This is everyday lighting. So if I had this screen on my wall right over here, this is what I'll be getting. Doesn't make a difference if it's darker, doesn't make a difference if it's lighter. That's what you're going to get. Alright, so let's come over here. Let's grab another demonstration. Let's show up our screen's magnificent high white levels. Now the screen behind it is also coated with Superior. This is how high the white levels are on a Superior. But I can put a gray screen and a white screen, or a gray screen, a light gray screen, and a dark gray screen next to it, and it still can produce a high enough white level where it can blend in. Now see where the contrast disappears on these two screens? This is what I mean by this technology has the ability to produce both white levels and black levels at the same time. With contrast, you're going to get deeper, darker images. You're going to get colors that are going to pop better. See the difference? That's how high the white levels are on this black technology. Like I said, because I could do this demonstration in all contrast demonstrations, knowing that the black screen is going to be able to produce higher contrast. But, like I said, to make it interesting, I'm going to do this on high, bright levels so you can see that the screen can produce very good white levels. Now, it's a given that a gray screen or a light gray screen is going to produce high white levels. But a black screen to have this ability to be to produce white levels on this level with no problem. Now I always say and vice versa, since I'm doing demonstrations in a fully lit environment with a black screen next to two lighter screens, and I'm producing images on white levels and the screen's coming up looking fantastic, I suggest to others who have these particular shades of screen to do a demonstration in a fully lit environment using contrast demonstrations. I guarantee you, bar none, that screen will fade. This is one of the brightest black screen paints on the market. Like I said, brightest black screen on the market. Look at this. Now, before my time runs out here, I'm Kenneth Bird from a Luminous 4K screen paint using ambient light projection technology, game times 2, 3, and 5. This right here is our Superior, in the middle, our Superior ambient light projection cinema. Screen paint that can produce both high whites and black levels at the same time. Not only that, if you spray this up on plexiglass, it becomes front and rear technology and has the ability to be able to pull up images outside in the morning and afternoon hours. Look at this. And keep in mind, my projector is 12,000 to 1 contrast. 12,000 to 1 contrast. I paid around $661 for this projector. That was on sale. Retail price for this projector, not on sale, is around $998. Can you imagine the nightmare? You come home, and keep in mind, in order for you to be able to use that screen, you're going to have to be in the dark. Any lights on, and that screen is not going to show up. That's why when you see demonstrations on these particular screens, like I say, particular light coated screens like the cheap screen paint, the reason why you see those demonstrations in dark environments, that's the only way that image is going to show up. They will never have it in an environment like this. Now, a demonstration like this would have to be done in the dark. But this kind of screen paint would have to be done in the dark.
Originates from the absolute color.
love doing this demonstration. And this shows you now, when I did that demonstration really quick, the Superior is able to pull up high white levels just like these two screens, no problem. When it comes to contrast, these screens can't pick it up. $12,000 to 1. 4,000 lumens, 1080p projector. That's what you're getting from your projector. Mind you, like I said, I paid $661 for this projector. If I was using this screen paint, I would have to turn out the lights in order to see the screen. Alright, I gotta go. Thank you all for your time. Next, we're going to be doing a demonstration using the ultra short throw. Gotta go, and God bless.